Hello and welcome to another Let's Play. Me, GamerWolfSix have done course. Before we start, if you're interested in getting this game, you can get it for free on itch.io. But if you want to support the people that make this game, and we get the newest version earlier, then you can go to their Patreon, where it's $3 a month. So, on last Let's Play, we went to the bakery with Kun and got some nice sweetie treats with a sweet boy, and then repeated what happened on Rune's evening, where Lake was incompetent and knocked Rune's phone into the water. Poor Rune, but also Lake is sad because he can't pay for a new phone, but he doesn't know the worst thing were Rune didn't back up any of his data on his phone, and he's not... Actually, I'm not sure... It's assumed he lost the data, but, we don't actually know for sure. And Rune's day is gonna get worse. Set my face, and start. I lean against the window frame and watch the circular face of the moon, seemingly flat, emerging from the clouds, only to hide again a second later. It's such a pretty view. The night sky never looks quite the same, ever. Come to think of it, if I wasn't looking for it now, I'd never again have the chance to see it. But where's Lake? I glance at my watch, but only 2 minutes have passed since I last looked. Turn my eyes to the sky again. I sigh. I don't like waiting. I can't really focus on anything when I'm anticipating something else. He said he would go to the sauna after he talks with Rune and apologizes again, but it's been almost 20 minutes and there are no signs of the line yet. Maybe they're still talking? It's not impossible. Groups of students pass me by, their chattering dotted by occasional bursts of laughter. A sudden feeling of disconnection opens up inside me. They are all inside their bubbles, not even touching mine as they pass me in the corridor, sometimes only glancing in my direction. I know nothing of them. They know nothing of me. I'm in my own bubble, my own world, with Lake, Jorgen, Miko, and the rest. These are the friends I care about, even if it was pure chance they crossed each other's paths. And I could have as well ended up with any other groups here. How can someone enter another bubble? The urge rises up within me to walk up to someone else and talk. But even if we did for a moment, wouldn't I still be a stranger? I sigh and press my head to the window. This guy thinks about weird things. Theologies. Maybe Lake went to the sauna from the outside. There's a door leading to a small terrace at the end of the locker room corridor, so it's not impossible. I think I'm fed up with waiting here anyway. Time to move my legs a bit. Gonna find some boys? The familiar scent of chlorine again. The locker room is empty though. Some of the lockers are full, so there must be someone either at the pool or in the sauna, likely in both places. Maybe Lake stuff isn't one of the closed ones? I feel like having a sauna session regardless. I take off my clothes, stash them inside the locker, and grab a towel, opening the wooden door. Sauna. The wave of heat licks first at my nose, then at my fur, all wet from the shower. I breathe in slowly, letting the hot air fill my lungs. In and out. In. The feeling of familiarity overcomes me, and my body relaxes, knots ooh untying and strings coming undone. Something shifts in my perpetuity of my view on the bench to the right. I'm not alone here. And there's Wolf Penis. But it's not Lake, it's Miko. Hey there. Good to see him here actually. I haven't seen him for most of the day. I think we only said hello to each other at breakfast. I'm glad. He's not Lake, but still, I feel comfortable around him. I'd get tense with some stranger around. Now it feels like we have the sauna for ourselves. instead of me having to share it with somebody. Miko, hello. How was your day? Quite good. I went to a record store, and then Bjorn took me to a cafe that was nearby. How about you? Quite nice too. Rune had an idea to go to a tea house. I joined him, and with Lake and Jorgen. It was nice. The tea menu had like 60 pages. We ended up trying 4 different teas. It was very different. I speak, trying to come up with more things to say. Since when were our conversations so stiff and formulaic? What happened to us? Lake knocked Rune's phone into the sea soon before we got back to the bus. That was sort of funny, at least until I saw Rune's face. Poor dear. Couldn't even process what happened. Oh, that's awful. Poor Rune. I don't know what else to say. Maybe the topic was a bad idea. A conversational dead end. I wish I knew what the wolf was thinking. He's acting withdrawn, too. Maybe something was bothering him? Or maybe not. Maybe he's composing something in his head. What do I really know about him now? Look down at my paws. I often do it when I get nervous. I wonder if others notice, and how obvious it is, but focusing on them helps me relax. I held Lake's paw in them just an hour ago. I remembered suddenly holding them together. 2 paws. 2 padded paws, holding mine. Heavy, but so soft, like silk, and so warm. I want nothing but for this to last. A soft rub, a feeling nose against mine. Then a tongue, wet and wide, dragging across my lips. I opened my snout and let it in. Don't get a boner, seriously. Oh, you're in the shower now? But nothing happens. It was all already over. And I'm still just where I was, in the shower, with cold water pouring over me, and the still pain in my chest, like a wooden stake lodged between my ribs. Tears mingle with water, giving it a salty aftertaste. I extend my arm behind the shower curtain and feel for my phone lying on the sink. Paula finds it and turns up the volume. My tense muscles relax. I open my maw and drown myself in noise. I think of nothing at all. Oh, this must be someone else. Water flows down my fur, and I imagine myself dissolving in it, circling around the drain. Almost mechanically, I start rubbing the shampoo in my fur. I wash the last remnants of his scents from me for the final time. Oh, was Link getting jiggy with, Toruf? The thought hurts like an icy knife cutting through me. I turn off the shower and leave dripping wet. Dry my fur with a towel. I catch a glimpse of myself in the mirror and freeze. My eyes trace the contour of my jaw, and I wince. So sharp and masculine. Wet fur clinging to my body. I inspect centimeter after centimeter of my face. My thick eyebrows. My wide snout. At least my shoulders are thin. Why do I have to lose everyone I love? Again, and again, and again. I want to ask out loud, what for? No answer would come. I shiver, paws cold, my reflection staring back at me frightfully. Now that I have context that it's probably someone else, let's go back. Maybe Lake? I'm not sure. Probably. Because when we were doing this on Rune's Route, it was like in Miko's mind for a bit and then Rune's. How bright the moon is today, shining like a bright drone, like the sound of hello xylophone, an old friend. Oh, now we're Miko again? A song starts playing in my head, sputtering synthesizer like a bird chirping, digital winds conjuring images of castles long forgotten, organs playing on repeat for rhythm. How many nights have I spent listening to it? Lonely, cold nights, without much of a single light, other than the CD display on the CD player. I feel the weight of these nights on me. Shake them off, I'll never shake off. I was abandoned, lying on the floor, hard-wooden panels on my back. Listen to John Emmert's artifacts seem to hold some ancient purpose, searching for blah blah blah. But she never asked. Why do we talk now, sitting opposite each other, here in a foreign country, in the middle of nowhere, reunited, once again together? I never expected it. I never wanted it either. But I kept thinking about it, like vinyl record skipping backwards. The same snare repeating like a nightmare, attacking when I was least expecting it. But now that we're together again, where's my anger? The forward chord loop. Same pattern repeated over and over. This is where I find my comfort. But for how long has it been on? When is the time to get up, lift the needle and leave? What are you thinking about? Music. Miko. He seems so distant, eyes glazing outside, somewhere beyond the horizon. Have you ever known the person I used to call my closest friend? It do be like that sometimes. I thought I did, but no longer now. Maybe everything I thought about him was off. All I can do is guess and ask, but he doesn't have to tell me the truth. All we ever do is guess. We build our models of others. Blah blah blah. Change them over time, represents completely off, and I guess the models deep inside as a part of us from the world. How do I break the wall between us and touch the true Miko when I can't even think of anything about? Fuck, did I separate some visual novels by, like, playlists by specific person? Cold water drips on my body, cooled down and refreshed. Life has been so weird lately. Despite the move to a different country, not much has happened since my finals. I spent most of the summer at home, enjoying it while it lasted. But my daily trips to the lake seem so distant now, as if it happened in another life. Every hour of proper summer is valuable in as cold in Finland. We don't have them as many of them each year. That many of them. But this past summer was something else. Sunny and pleasant, Gina August. The only like I've seen. Perfect for being lazy. But now, I got here, and it seems like more has already happened in this camp than since the start of academic care. I'm trying to read fast, but I guess I'm reading slowly. I need to listen to some music. I need to listen to some music only grows. I need something I could link these moments to. Some kind of sonic backdrop for this place. I wonder what sort of music Lake likes. Did he ever tell me? Can't remember. He doesn't come at all. He can't be apologizing to Rune for that long. I try myself and check his room. Maybe Jorgen will be there and tell me where I might find him. I knock on the door, not expecting anyone to be inside. Maybe I'm lucky, and Jorgen stayed behind to read a book. It's too dark outside for it, especially with his eyesight. But I hear shift inside, and the bathroom door closing. Nobody answers, though. I wait a moment before knocking again, a bit louder this time. Still nothing. I know someone's inside, though. I take out my phone and write Lake a message, saying I'm standing before his room. He's offline, and I know he rarely checks his phone, but maybe this time? Dark. Lake? He's been crying. His mane is all disheveled, as if he just wiped it, and his eyes were wet with tears. Come in. Lake closes the door and leans on it, looking at the floor, arms behind his back. Lake, what happened? He fidgets around, as if considering what or how much to tell me. He finally settles down on the ledge of the bed and looks up at me with his huge lined eyes, pure and soft. I cut ties with Toruf. Cut ties with Toruf? My thoughts immediately go back to the last evening. Lake clinging to me under the shower. His warmth so sudden and precious. Oh yeah, that time. I'm kind of seeing someone. That's what he said then. Not anymore, I guess. My heart flutters. Part from seeing Lake like this, sad and hurting, and part from this thought that he's single and uncommitted. Like, what made him do something like this so suddenly? Oh. I went to his room and told him that we shouldn't keep meeting each other. I didn't want to tell anyone before I went. So it wasn't something spontaneous. Why though? Did he do something to you? No. I did something to myself. There was no fault of his in this. I couldn't have just keep meeting with him. It wasn't doing me any good. I knew he didn't feel anything towards me, but I thought it's alright, and I kept coming back. The yesterday, I understood how pointless it was. It only made me feel bad, and I couldn't stop, and I could stop anytime I wanted. I was romanticizing it, letting the feeling consume me. It felt uplifting for a while, to have the feeling like something like this in my life. It felt like something to live for. But then it stops. Instead, it's what you carry around, a drug you keep returning to. I need to move on. I sit down on the bed and snuggle the lion into me wordlessly. Limp, he falls into my embrace, and I start petting him gently. So are the bridges that I've burnt. Sore? Link's mane smells of grapefruits and lemons. I brush my fingers through it slowly, feeling the lion's warm breathing on my shoulder, through the fabric of my t-shirt. If it was such a weight on you, then you're better off without it. But I know it still hurts, letting go. And nothing you could say would lessen the pain. Then maybe it should be this way. If Lake just lost something that was important to him, then a moment of mourning seems proper. But I can be here for him and offer him some comfort nonetheless. I liked it when he cuddled me yesterday. It was very nice. It did. Funny, it was the first time I was with someone else in the shower, in my adult life, when we didn't do anything lewd. Why do I have to be like that? It's so easy for me to fall for anyone, and I always end up getting hurt, or end up hurt. I don't have any words to offer him. Instead, I wrap both my arms around him and snuggle him tightly, until he starts to protest. Okay, that's enough. Sorry. I lean back, but something locks in Lake, and he almost jumps on to me, pinning me down to the bed. Got you. What are you gonna do with me? Snuggle you to death. Just kidding. He's strung like a bowstring. It amazed me how much energy and enthusiasm is contained in his lean body. But he relaxes and flaps down onto me with a giggle. Laughing away with the last remnants of the tension. Thank you for checking up on me. You're a sweetheart. Silly lion. You know, we're supposed to go to the sauna. Oh, right. Sorry. I thought I'd get it over with quickly and get there. I didn't think it hit me this hard. Sorry. I think I need a beer first. I'm really in the mood for one. I got something special for the occasion. I asked for something unusual at the store, and they suggested this Belgian beer. I think it's called Lambic. Yeah, Belgian beer's pretty good. I have like American Belgian Blue Moon, pretty good. But I try to drink less. It do be like that. It's fancy AF. Even has a cork. I didn't know. Maybe a sip. I don't know. Maybe a sip? Wait, did I miss something? Sure, I have one on the sill. Is he okay? I hope, but the sudden rebound looks more like faking good mood than actually feeling better. I don't think alcohol helps, but if what he needs is a soft reset, then maybe it would do him some good. He comes back with a small bottle, maybe 300 milliliters. Snow still clinging to it, and indeed, it has a cork instead of a normal bottle cap. Do you have any way to open that? I do. I have a corkscrew in my Swift's knife. Link sits down on the table with a bottle, jamming the corkscrew at the cork. I'm not sure if he knows how to use it, but it is entertaining to watch, so I don't stop him. He figures out finally, the spiraled blade breaking the soft surface with a twisting motion. And soon the cork is out, a fruity, wine-like aroma, wafting from the open bottle. Are you sure this is beer? Yeah, it's I think it's called a wild ale. I've read that it's brewed with fruits and fermented spontaneously. Fermented spontaneously. Okay, whatever that means. I did have fruity beer before. It's interesting. It's like razzleberries or something. Do you have a glass? Or are we doing it student style? Student style? I would fetch us a glass from the cafeteria, but where's the fun in that? Want to try first? No, you go ahead. Link takes the first sip, putting the bottle back on the table, and looks at the ceiling quizzicatively. Curious, I grabbed the bottle and lifted my stout, taking a tasting sip. Exclamation mark. This is it supposed to taste like this? Did you check the expiration date? I did. I'm afraid this is how it should taste. What do we do with it? Maybe it's better if you drank more. Or maybe we could pour it down the drain. No. Sounds reasonable, yes. How much did you pay for it anyway? 180 kroner? Okay, let's see what a kroner is to $1. 1640. Okay. Doing currency conversion with GamerWolf. How's my face? Man, that hurts. Hurts my wallet, yeah, but I wanted something special for the occasion. The occasion itself is special. We'll do okay without it. I feel bad wasting it. I can't do it. Not after I paid so much for it. Sunken cost fallacy. But I'll let him have his fun. He doesn't need a lecture on psychology now. Do you want some more? No, I'm good. Okay then. Lake braces himself before down the rest of the beer in seconds, grimacing as soon as he finishes. Ah, hell. Okay, I regret it. It was the most sour thing I've ever tasted. Honestly, I'm impressed he finished it at all. Want to go somewhere? I don't feel like sitting in a room. What about the sauna? I already went there before coming here. Maybe a walk? Sounds good too. It would be nice to be outside. Should I message Jorgen or someone too? Actually, it'd be nice to just go with you. Let me put on my shirt and we can go. Him eating, not baguette or something, but some kind of breads. I need to step up my sauna game, or pasta game. I've learned a lot since. I started to cook for myself, but I've been making 2 recipes on repeat, and I should find something else. I do know that feeling. I could cook you something when I get back. I can roasted red pepper pasta each time. I can ace roasted red pepper each time. I have my doubts. Why? Remember the first time we met? I know how much 1 pack yields now. No more accidents. How 1 pack yields now? I'll just have to ask my Norwegian friend about this. Oh bugger, I forgot what to ask him about the other thing. Usually. We can try making them together. That could be fun. Oh, great idea. We could make something extra. There's a lot of stuff I'd like to make, but it's too much effort on my own. Bibimbap, for example. Okay, what's bibimbap? Bimbap. Oh, it's like assorted vegetables and stuff with an egg on top. I already showed you enough pictures. Sure, I'd like that a lot. Link brushes against my shoulder lightly, but I can't tell if it's on purpose or not. I feel lightheaded. I thought the cool air outside would clear my head, but really, it's the opposite that happened. I feel drunk on the night. The scent of pines intoxicating and overwhelming. Link is slightly tipsy. I can tell it easily. Not too much, but enough to make him even more talkative than usual, jumping from topic to topic. He sits down in the snow, on the side of a path, trodden in snow around the guest house, looking up at me. How was your day? My day? We spent most of it together, you know. But I enjoyed it a lot. I sit down next to him, careful not to get the snow on my shoes. Oh, I've met Miko at the sauna. You don't know him much, do you? Not really. He seems like a nice, sensitive person. I bet we'd get along well if he had time to open up. You two are close friends, right? We used to be. We've known each other ever since middle school. But now, I don't know. It's awkward between us, that's for sure. He's been acting withdrawn today, too. Ah, what happens? Distance? Distance, and time. Maybe me being jerked too, but that's a long story. I'd be happy to listen, if it could help. I could. I never really talked about it with anyone. I fear it's weird, exposing what part of me? I think that's a typo. Beep. I had a crush on him, and I pushed him away because I feared rejection, or worse. I know, it's stupid, and that's what kids are. Stupid and dramatic. What about now? Not anymore. No, I don't think so. Rare that feelings can flicker off like that, extinguished by a chill breath of time. Where did it disappear? Then I remember suddenly. The letter, the safe, the hatch, the cool touch of steel. I wonder if they're still there. Does he know? No. I've been meaning to talk to him and apologize, but I don't really know where to start, or how. I think he's been thinking the same. We both definitely feel something unresolved hanging between us. That's obvious. Dark, you should definitely talk with him. This trip is the perfect opportunity. I know, I've been meaning to. I was sort of waiting for some sort of acknowledgement from him that he would like to talk about it all. Maybe it's better to leave it as is. Don't wait until he mentions it. If he's your friend and you care about him, you have to talk with him openly or you'll lose him forever. I sigh. I know it's true, but it doesn't make it any easier. But Lake is right. I should do it, even if it's just out of decency, and I do care about Miko and her friendship. I've missed him. I'll do it tomorrow, or today, if I get the chance. Good. Let me go a bit further away from the guest house, so we can smooch. So that we could see more of the sky. The whole building glows like a giant lantern. Less light would be nice to be able to really appreciate the sky. Sure. I walk into the forest, dense branches hiding the sky. Lynx walks ahead with his paw grazing against the trees, brushing the snow off their bark. You know, I like to get away from here for a while, catching some sun. I miss the sun a lot. I kind of like this weather, with all the fog and darkness. All this gloom gets to me sometimes, but I don't hate it. but I wouldn't mind some sunny vacations either. Sun. You know, thinking of a trip somewhere warm, I'm getting nostalgic for a game I've never played. A cute romance story, set in some seaside town. Maybe in Somerset. Somerset? Where it's always sunny and everything's beautiful. Isn't Somerset somewhere in England? I really doubt it's always sunny there. Shh, don't interrupt me or lose focus. You play as a girl, then move there with her parents, fleeing the big city. And meet a cast of handsome boys who take you on dates. You can go out with all of them and then settle for one in the end. He takes you on a boat and you sail away, off to some great adventure. Is that the kind of game you play? Maybe. I haven't in a long time. You? Do you like visual novels? I don't remember playing any, besides some web dating sims a long time ago. It do be like that. The ones with the hentai. I have a lot I love. I could send you a few good ones sometime. Walk out into the meadow on the side of a hill, bathed in moonlight. From beneath the trees, the guest house looms, its windows bright like open eyes. Far behind it, the sea shimmers in the cold glow, like a silver strain, undulating. Lake sits down on the snow, facing the guest house. The stars shine above brightly in gaps between the clouds, tiny pebbles in a black river of cosmos. I'm still in awe of how many stars are visible here. It's too dark today with the clouds for me to see most of them. What do you mean? You don't see well in the dark? I get visual snow on flat color backgrounds. Gray's the worst, so the stars disappear in the visual snow. Never heard of visual snow? Visual snow? I think I read about it in our neurophysiology course book. How does yours look? Something like TV static is not as intense. It's not something very annoying. Besides, I've always had it, so I'm used to it. So, if you look at something black, you have an overlay of visual noise? What if you close your eyes? Same thing, just less intense. Do you have tinnitus too? I know it's a common comorbidity. Yeah, that's way more annoying. I've had it since I remember, so I never heard silence. But I'm kind of used to it too. I barely remember I have it. Huh. Interesting. Kinda sucks, but then there's a lot we can get used to. I sit down next to the lake, and he rests his head on my shoulder with a deep sigh, eyes locked on the guest house. How are you feeling? Shitty AF. Thinking of Toruf? A bit. I got this shirt from Toruf, you know? He said it didn't fit him well, and he could barely put it on anyway, after he started to hit the gym more. Oh, what are you gonna do with it? I like it. I think I'll keep it. It's been mine now for some time. On a side note, I wonder how Toruf's route gonna go, like, well with Lake, and also maybe Miko, and then also, Toruf just kind of being distant. Nick falls silent for a moment, examining the shirt, as if making sure it still fits his. We wanted very different things, but it kept coming to him to feel close to someone. Link was giving him pleasure and praise. Toruf was giving him a sense of belonging and intimacy. But it couldn't last forever. Link deserves better. I know it. Yesterday, when we cuddled under the shower, I felt closer to you than I ever felt to him. That's when I understood that I had to end whatever that was. Sorry. I'm just going to make more notes. Oops, sorry. Boop. 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 There we go. I don't want to think of it, it's a closed chapter. I have such bad luck when it comes to love. I place all my bets wrong. I'm starting to think it's a curse. I'm forever destined to be alone. Yeah, I'm not sure about all my bets bad. I guess I kind of gave up. But anyways, there's me. I'm here. I want to snuggle the lion and tell him that everything will be fine. But he stays silent. I envy Jorgen a lot. Jorgen? Isn't he single? He is, but he's been in a serious relationship already. I've dated some people, but never gotten this far with any. One time, I got a crush on someone who I thought was single, but then he mentioned his boyfriend after a week. Besides, what I really envy is his courage to be himself. He certainly is bold. What do you have that you'd like to express? He stutters, his voice breaking into falsetto, going up a tone, almost an octave. Then he looks at me with anxiety and anticipation in his big lion eyes. I'm non-binary. That's... You don't identify as guy and girl, right? I think. You mean, like... What do you mean, actually? That I don't feel like a guy, but I don't really feel like a girl either. It's not that easy to describe, you know. I'm never sure how I feel about myself, and it fluctuates with time, too. I can define what I am only through negations? Negations. I'm not a woman, but I'm definitely not a man. I mean, look at me. Did I ever have dude energy? No. Well, you're Lake. That's so important to me. But how would you like me to refer to you? I like my name. It's ambiguous. I've always felt like Lake has feminine energy. In English, I like the they-them pronouns, but I'm not sure if I'm ready to start using them openly. I could use them if you'd like. To be honest, with how, ambiguous, that word, they are, I don't think most would notice. But if they did, that's not a big deal either. Not for you, maybe. That also complicates dating. I don't see myself as a guy, and I like guys, but if I dated gays, they expect me to be a guy, so I dress like one. But then, the version of myself I'm showing to others is different than how I see myself. It's not good either. Lots of people are pan. Lots of people are pan! And as I said, you're Lake, and I like you for who you are, not your gender. They're really cute when they look at me like that, eyes seeking validation and comfort. So I pull the lion close, both my arms draped around them, and I hold them close. Thank you. It's getting cold, isn't it? I nod, but I don't get up. Neither of us move, leaning on each other, looking at the moon, bright in the night sky, like a luminous lantern, leading us to shore. Yeah. But hold on a second, roll back. I was about to think, how long is this gonna be? Like, I enjoy these things a lot, it's just that sometimes I'm like, I feel like we're gonna be cutting soon, but I'm not sure how soon, kind of like that one episode with, I think it was Lake, and it was an hour long, because, like, I couldn't find a good time to cut it. Wait, formidable mentions. Ah! No! What am I, anyways? Oh, the $15 a month one. Okay, fair enough. So yeah, the end of this episode. So, I guess the next one would be, let's see. We've done Lake. There's... Right, Lake. Okay, there's Rune, Lake. wasn't Bjorn one that was also done recently? Right, Lake and Bjorn are done. Lake and Jorgen are done. And then Miko's done. So I guess Jorgen, then Miko, then sorry, Bjorn. At least these ones seem to be quick. I mean, I like more, what is it, story. It's just that, you know, I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not really figuring out what I'm thinking. But that's gonna be the end of this Let's Play. Ooh. So please comment, cause I like comments. Tell me what you like, dislike, tips, as always. If you like me YouTube and like see it grow, then please like, subscribe, and check out the videos to help it grow. And please remember to spay your animals to help control the pet population. And if you want to play this game, free on itch.io. But if you want to support the people that make this game and or get the newest version earlier, then you can go to Patreon, which is $3 a month. And for reference, let's see. At my time, you can 8, 10. Yeah, as of, October of 2023, you can play Lake, Jorgen, Rune, and Bjorn, but you can't play Miko yet. You have to wait till the 24th of this month. It do be like that. Anyways, until next time, Let's Play. Me, GamerWolfSix have done always. So thanks and see ya.